Hey guys, welcome to 2016 Level 1 MCAT Algebra for 2016. Pretty sure this is the year that everyone got really mad. It was really hard. So I'm gonna walk through this test and hopefully you'll understand everything, okay? So, the area of a rectangle is x squared minus x minus 2. If one side has a length of x plus 1 meters, give the second side in terms of x. So what you want to do here is you want to factorize this, okay? So you want to put this into brackets. So one side has to be x. There has to be x on one side, okay? So what multiplies to -2 and adds to -1? So basically, what times -2 adds to -1? So that would be -2 and +1, okay? We have -2 and +1. So we already have one side, so this one side is x plus 1 and the other side is x minus 2. So you simply say the second side is, you say the second side is x minus 2 here. Alright, just getting the x minus 2 here, that's going to get you an achieved, and that's the highest mark for this question. Alright, moving on. What do you know about the value for x for this rectangle, okay? So basically, you're going to say that x has to be more than 2, okay? So why does x has to be more than 2? So let's say, above here, let's say x only equals to 1, okay? So we say x equals to 1, so we can say that 1 plus 1 multiplied by 1 minus 2, okay? That becomes 2 times -1. And you can see that this actually gives us -2. And -2 is a negative number, and you can't actually have a negative area. It's impossible in the physical world to have a negative area for the rectangle. And if you put it as x equals to 2, so if we say x equals to 2, right, we'll say 2 plus 1, and we say 2 minus 2 here. You see this equals to 0, okay? And you can't have a 0 area either, that's impossible. So therefore, you can make a conclusion, make a conclusion that x has to be greater than 2. So basically you can say x is greater than 2. X has to be greater. X has to be greater than 2 because we cannot have a negative length or a negative area. Okay, so that should be your answer. So basically what you're saying here is I have to say that x is greater than 2, okay? So x is greater than 2, and you say why x has to be greater than 2. So you basically say x has to be greater than 2 because we cannot have a negative length or a negative area because that's impossible, okay? So basically this is to get both of these points, you get this and this. That's gonna get you a merit grade, okay? To get achieved, you get one of these. So you either get x is greater than 2, or you get the statement, okay? So either one of these is going to get you an achieved, okay? But for merit, you need both. Alright, next question. Rene has more money than Hone. If Rene gave Hone $20, they would have the same amount, okay? Instead, if Hone gave Rane $22, Rane would have twice as much as Hone, okay? So how much money does each person actually have? So we're going to say that Rane is R and then Hone is H, okay? So if Rane gave Hone $20, so when you're giving, if you're giving someone money, you're losing money, okay? So let's say I have $40 right now, okay? I have $40 right now, and I have my friend, Brian here, okay? And I want to give $20 to my friend Brian, okay? By giving away this $20, I no longer have $40, I only have $20. So basically, when you're giving someone money, you lose that amount of money, okay? Hopefully you understand like that, okay? Okay, so if Rane gave Hone $20, that means Rane loses $20, and then Hone gains gains Rane's $20. Okay, so basically, so let's say Rane has a R amount of money. Okay, so if R loses $20, and then H gains $20, they'll have the same amount. So if we say R minus 20 equals to H plus 20, okay, because if Rane loses $20, he or she will have the same as Hone having an extra $20, basically, okay? Alright, so instead, if Hane gave Rane $22, Rane will have twice as much as Hane, okay? So in this case, Rane is giving away $22 to Hane, and then Hane will have twice as much as Rane now, okay? So Rane loses $22, okay? Rane loses $22, okay? And then Hane gains Hane will gain $22 from Rane, okay? Okay, so right now, but it's actually it's twice as much as Hane. So Rane has oh, sorry, I got it the wrong way around. Shoot. Okay, so if Hane gives Rane $2, sorry, H minus 22, okay, it's equal to R plus 22. Okay, but Rane will have twice as much as Hane, okay? So that means we're going to say 2 times of H minus 22 is equal to R plus 22 because they have the same amount of money after Hane gives away $22 to Rane, okay? So now, okay, we're gonna expand this, okay? So we're going to say 2H minus 44 is equal to Rane plus 22, okay? So you see this top equation, we're going to combine it with the bottom equation, okay? So you can see we can remodel this equation, so we can say that R equals to H plus 40, right? So you move the negative 20 to the other side, it becomes positive 20. So now you get Rane equals to Hane plus 40, okay? So we're going to substitute R equals H plus 40 into this equation, okay? So basically we're going to say that 2H minus 44 is equal to, we're going to say R is H plus 40, so we're going to say H plus 40, so that's R, so this is the same as R, okay, that's the same thing, plus 22, okay, 2H minus 44, we're going to open this, we're going to H plus 62, okay, now we're going to rearrange this equation to find for H, you move the H to the other side, becomes minus H, 2H minus H is just H, so H equals 2, if you move the negative 44 to the other side, becomes positive 44, okay, so that means the negative 44 becomes positive 44. 44 plus 102 is 106. So Hane has 106. Okay. So now we can say. So now we can put. So now we can put H equals to 106 into this equation here. Okay. So R equals to H plus 40. So you can say R equals to 106 plus 40, and therefore R equals to 146. Okay. So R equals to 146. Yeah, and that's your final answer here. That's both these amounts was your final answer. And getting both these solutions with all the working is going to get you an excellent grade, okay? To get a merit grade, you find either one of them. So you find either how much Hane has or how many Rane has, and that's going to get you a merit grade, okay? So another way to get a merit grade is if you have consistent solutions, but you made a minor error. So if you make a minor error and then get an incorrect solution, you can still get a merit grade for that. Okay, so consistent solutions from incorrect equations. Okay. All right. Yeah. To get an achieved, you have one equation correct. So basically, if you just get this first line of working, or the second line of that's a line for it. Okay. So if you get this first line of working or you get the second line of working, you get an achieved grade, okay? And that's basically it for this question, okay? So we'll just move on to the next question. So A equals to 3 multiplied by n squared minus 4n plus 2 whole thing plus n, okay? And B equals to 2n plus 1 multiplied by n minus 6 plus n squared plus 3. Given the expression for A in terms of B, okay? So we're going to say that A equals to something, we're going to say A equals to B something, okay? So A in terms of B, so for example, A equals to B plus 6, or maybe A equals to B minus 2, okay? So A in terms of B, so A equals to something, that's what we're trying to find. Okay, first step here is to open both of these, expand, okay? So we're going to say 3n squared minus 12n plus 6 plus n equals to A. I'm going to say B equals to 2n squared, okay, minus 11n minus 6 plus n squared plus 3 equals to B, okay? So now we're going to simplify. We're going to say 3n squared minus 11n. So the plus n and the 12n, so it becomes minus 11n plus 6 equals to a. 3n squared minus 11n minus 11n. Okay, so negative 6 and plus 3 becomes negative 3 equals to b. Okay, so basically you see here, if we say you can see that this is 3n squared here and 3n squared here. That's common, right? So both a and b have this. So basically, this just gets cancelled out by each other, okay? So we can say this and this cancel out, okay? Negative 11n, that's here, and negative 11n here. These both cancel out because they're the same, okay? That's going to cancel out. And see, there's a plus 6 here and negative 3 here, okay? How much bigger is plus 3 than negative 3? So we can say that negative 3 plus 9 equals to positive 6, okay? So therefore, b is 9 less than a, okay? So basically, we're going to say a equals to b plus 9, okay? Because b is 9 less than a, okay? A is 9 greater than b. So therefore, a equals to b plus 9, right? Okay, so hopefully you understand that. So getting up to here, a equals to b plus 9 will get you an excellence grade, okay? Okay, so to get a merit grade, you both expand and simplify, so you get up to here. Expanding and simplifying, you'll get to merit grade, okay? To get an achieved grade, you expand either one of these. So either A or B, you expand it, you'll get an achieved. So either one of these, you'll get an achieved, okay? Alright, moving along. For what values of x will 4 times 2 to the power of x equals to 2 to the power of 6x plus 3, okay? So basically, okay, we want to make everything have the same base, okay? And if everything has the same base, okay, we can just remove the base and then make it in terms of x, okay? So you have a 4 here and you have 2's here, okay? So you want to change the 4 into base 2, okay? So so we can say 2 to the power of what equals to 4. So you can say, so basically you can rewrite this as 2 to the power of 2 equals to 4. So you can say 2 to the power of 2 times 2 to the power of x equals to 2 to the power of 6x plus 3. Okay, so you know when you multiply same base with different powers, you don't multiply them, you add them, okay? So it's not 2x, it's 2 plus x, okay? So therefore 2 to the power of 2 plus x equals to 2 to the power of 6x plus 3, okay? So therefore, because these two have the same base, okay, these two are the same, we can remove these base 2, we can say 2 plus x equals to 6x plus 3. So now we're going to rearrange this equation to find for x, okay? So now we're going to move we'll move the x to this side, we'll move the positive 3 to this side, okay? So we're going to say that 5x equals to 2 minus 3, so negative 1. So x equals to negative 1 over 5, okay? So that's basically the final answer. X equals to negative 1 over 5. Getting all the way up to here will get you an excellence grade, okay? To get a merit grade, okay, you're finding the linear equation, okay, so you're finding that, we're going to find that 2 plus x is equal to 6x plus 3, that's going to get you a merit grade. To get an achieved grade, your relationship established, so 2 to the power of 2 plus x equals to 2 to the power of 6x plus 3, that's going to get you an achieved grade, okay? Okay, so that's basically it for this question, okay, so moving on. Question 2, a parabola has an equation y equals 3x squared minus 2x plus 5. What is the value of y when x equals to 4? So basically, they're just telling you to substitute x equal to 4 and find out what y equals to when x equals to 4, okay? So we're going to put x equals to 4 into this equation, okay? We're going to say y equals to 4 squared minus 2 times 4, that's 8, plus 5, okay? So y equals to 16 times 3 minus 8 plus 5. Y equals to 48 minus 8 plus 5. And therefore, y equals to 45. Yeah, and to get all the way up to here, y equals 45 will get you an achieved grade. This is only an achieved question. So, moving on. So basically, you're just substituting 4 into the equation. That's basically all you're doing. For what values of x is x minus 2 multiplied by x plus 2 greater than x minus 2 multiplied by x plus 3, okay? So basically, we're going to expand both of these out, okay? We're going to say x squared, okay? So minus 2 and plus 2, they cancel out, so there's no b value. So x squared minus 4 is greater than x squared plus, so positive 3 and negative 2, that make positive 1x, so, wow. So x squared plus x, negative 2 times positive 3 is negative 6. Okay, so now we're going to move everything to one side, okay? So we're going to say that, so basically we're going to move this to the other side, okay? So we're going to say that 0 is greater than x squared minus x squared, that's gone, so bye. So we're going to say that's x, and then negative 4 becomes positive 4, so minus 6 plus 4, that becomes minus 2, okay? Okay, so basically now it's x, and so 0 is greater than x minus 2, so therefore 2 is greater than x, okay? So therefore x is smaller than 2, okay? So if you get all the way to x is smaller than 2, okay, you'll get an excellence grade. To get a merit grade, okay, you are is expanding and simplifying. So basically getting up to here, that's going to get you a merit. And to get an achieved, it's basically just any one correct expansion, okay? So like pretty much any evidence showing that you understand the problem will get you an achieved, basically. Okay, next question. Okay, so if n is a whole number, for what value of n is 6 times 2 times 2 to the power of n plus 1 is greater than 123? For, note down, n is a whole number, okay? That's very important, okay? For what values of n is 6 times 2 to n to the power of n plus 1 greater than 123? First, you want to move the 6 to the other side of the equation, okay? And I'm gonna make 2 to the power of n plus 1 the subject, okay? We're gonna say 2 to the power of n plus 1 is equal, not equal to, is greater than 123 divided by 6. Okay, so if it's multiplied on one side, you have to divide on the other side. So 2 to the power of n plus 1 is greater than 20.5. Sorry about that. So you know that, so basically you know that 2 to the power of 4 is 16, and 2 to the power of 5 is 32, okay? So therefore x has to be at least 5. I mean, no, not x. It has to be at least 2 to the power of 5 to be greater than 20.5, because x is it's not x, it's n, okay? Because n is a whole number, okay? Because n is a whole number, n has 2 to the power of n, okay? So it has to be it has to come out to at least 2 to the power of 5 in order to be greater than 20.5. If it's 2 to the power of 4, it's only going to be 16, and 16 is less than 20.5, okay? So basically, we're going to say that 2 to the power of n plus 1 is greater than 2 to the power of 5, okay? So now we're going to say that, we're going to say n plus 1 is greater than 5, so now we're going to say that n has to be greater than 4, okay? So basically n is greater than 4, so n can be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, etc., okay? So it's etc. So it's any whole number, okay? So n is greater than 4 and equals to any integer larger than 4. Okay, all the way up to here, to the end of the working is going to get you an excellence. Getting a merit is a minor error. Getting merit is basically just a minor error, and inequality simplify, basically simplifying the inequality that's here, that's getting you an achieved. Okay, so next question. Solve x squared plus 2x minus 8 equals to 0. So we're going to factorize this. We're going to say we're going to say x. So what multiplies to negative 8 and adds to positive 2, okay? So basically that's going to be plus 4 and negative 2. So we're going to say x plus 4, x minus 2 equals to 0. So minus 2 and plus 4 multiplies to negative 8. Positive 4 and negative 2 add to positive 2. So therefore, that equals 0. So therefore, x either equals to negative 4 or x equals to 2, okay? So that's your answer here. And this was only a merit question, okay? And to get an achieved, you're factorizing correctly. So basically, getting up to here will get you an achieved. Alright, next question. Solve x squared plus 2x minus 8 divided by x plus 2x multiplied by x minus 2 equals to x divided by 2. Okay, so basically we're going to cross multiply. So we're going to say this multiplied by this is equal to x squared plus 2x minus 8 multiplied by 2. So cross multiply basically. So we'll say x squared plus 2x minus 8 multiplied by 2 is equal to x plus 2x minus 2 multiplied by x, okay? So therefore we can say 2x squared plus 4x minus 16 is equal to x squared. That's going to minus 4x. So I'm going to say 2x squared plus 4x minus 16 is equal to x cubed minus 4x, okay? So now we're going to say, this is a bit messy now. If we move this to our side, so x cubed plus 2x squared, okay, so plus 8x minus 16 equals 0. Okay, this is probably not the best way to do it, I think. Sorry about that, this is probably bad way to do it. Don't do it this way. Because if you do it this way, you're going to need a graphics calculator, and you won't have that during the test. Okay, so probably the better way to do this is if you factorize this and then cross multiply. So we're going to say x. So we're going to say x plus 4, x minus 2 divided by x plus 2, x minus 2. Equal to x divided by 2. So you see that x minus 2, they both cancel out because they're common. So x minus 2 divided by x minus 2 is just 1, so that cancels out. Therefore, x plus 4, x plus 2 equals to x divided by 2. So therefore, we're going to cross multiply, okay? We're going to say that x plus 2 multiplied by x equals to x plus 4 multiplied by 2. So therefore, x squared plus 2x equals to 2x plus 8. So therefore, if we move it to the other side, we're going to get x squared equals to 8. And therefore, x is equal to square root of 8. But remember, it's plus or minus, okay? Plus or minus positive and square root of 8, because you have so for example, negative 4 squared is 16 and positive 4 squared is also 16, okay? So you have both the negative and the positive answer, okay? So it's positive and negative square root of 8, okay? Getting all the way here will get you an excellent grade, okay? To simplify the expression to the second line, okay? So basically, if you say x plus 4 divided by x plus 2 is equal to x divided by 2, you'll get a merit grade. And to get an achieved grade, you're only expanding this top numerator. That will get you an achieved. Alright, next question. Raj kicks the ball. The flight path of the ball can be modeled by negative x squared minus 4x, where x and y are measured in meters. What does x measure? So basically, x measures, so this is the x-axis here, and the y-axis is here. So the x-axis measures as you can see, it's the horizontal distance. So horizontal distance in meters, okay? So you can say that measures the horizontal distance in meters. Okay? For what percentage of the horizontal distance that the ball travels will be 3 or more meters above the ground? So it's giving you the equation. So the equation is y equals to negative x squared. What was it? Negative x squared minus 4. That's the equation, okay? So what percentage of the horizontal distance will the ball be more than 3 meters above the ground, okay? So basically, we're going to say 3 is greater than negative x squared minus 4, because you want the ball to be higher than 3 meters. Sorry, it's the other way. So 3. So we want this equation over here to be more than 3 meters. Okay. So we want the ball to be higher than. So when will the ball be higher than 3 meters? Okay. So basically 3 is greater, okay, so we just move the 3 to the other side, so we say 0 is greater than negative x squared minus 7, okay? So basically, we're going to say 0 is greater than negative x squared plus 7. So then, therefore, we're going to say negative 7 is greater than negative x squared, okay? We're going to divide by negative 1, okay, to make both sides positive, okay? But remember, when you divide by negative 1, you flip the inequality. So if you divide negative 7 by negative 1, you get 7. And instead of less than, you get greater than. And then x squared divided by negative 1, that becomes x squared. So x is... So... It doesn't seem right. Oof. Sorry guys, I screwed up again. Forgive me. I made an amateur mistake, I'm pretty sure. So let's start this again, okay? Let's not be stupid this time. Let's say y equals 2 negative x squared minus 4, okay? So basically y equals to negative x squared plus 4. So therefore, we want 3 is 3 meters or more. So we say 3 is equal to or greater than. So basically this is negative x squared plus 4, okay? So therefore, okay, so now we can see. It's 4x. Holy sh! That was what I was doing wrong. It's 4x, guys. Sorry, guys. It's 4x. So you move everything to the other side to get x squared minus 4x plus 3 is greater than equal to 0. Less than, okay? So then you say x, factorize it, okay? So you say what adds to positive 3 and adds to negative 4. So what multiplies to positive 3 and adds to negative 4. So then you get, okay, so negative 1 and negative 1 and negative 3, okay? So therefore, x is equal to 1 or 3. Okay, so basically, okay, so basically you can see the parabola here, right? This is a parabola, okay? So let's just say somewhere around here, not that low, so maybe somewhere around here is 3 meters, okay? We're gonna say this is 3 meters. And it's saying that this point here, right here, that's 1. And then this point here, down here, that's 3 meters. So you see that this from 1 meter to 3 meters. So in this distance, from 1 to when x is equal to from 1 to 3, the y will be more than 3 meters. You can see here. So you can see 3 meters is here. And you see that if x is anything in between 1 and 3, it will be equal to or greater than 3 meters, okay? You see the ball only is less. So when is the ball less than 3 meters? The ball is less than 3 meters when it's either less than 1 or more than 3. So as you can see, if for example it's here, right? So more than 3, let's say this is 3.5 here. So let's say this is 3.5, so it's 3.5 only comes to here. And this is less than this, okay? So that's not as high as 3 meters. So it's either... So basically, it's either more than 1 or less than 3. So basically, when x equals to 1, when x equals to 2, x equals to 3, okay? So anything in between 1 or 3. Okay, so basically, you have your 0 here. So when so you have the x, sorry, this is... So you have the x-axis here. So this is going to be equal to 0 here. You're going to find the x-intercepts, okay? So when will the ball land, okay? So you do that by saying 0 is equal to negative x squared minus 4x, okay? So you see when x equals to 0, okay? When x equals to 0, then when x equals to 0, then the height of the ball will be 0, and therefore it will be on the ground, okay? So now we're going to find the other x-intercept. You know, in the parabola, if there's real roots, then there should be two x-intercepts. Okay, so we're gonna say x negative x minus 4. negative x minus 4. Oh no, it's positive 4. Shit. What am I doing today? Sorry guys. My head is in the clouds today, honestly. So 0 equals to negative x, so let's just say it's not negative, let's just say x, so negative x, and then positive 4 here. So therefore x is positive 4, so x equals to 4 or 0, okay? So these are the x-intercepts, okay? So you see when the height equals to 0, so here it's height equals to 0 meters, then this will be x equals to 4 meters, and this is x equals to 0 meters. So the total flight time of the ball, so the total distance the ball travels is 4x units, okay? And the ball is above 3 meters. The ball is above 3 meters when x is in between 1 and 3, okay? So therefore, it will be above for 1, 2, or 3, okay? Okay, so basically, so if you have 3 meters, right? And then you have another 1 meter, that equals to 2 meters. And then the ball is total distance the ball travels is 4 meters, okay? So therefore, total distance the ball is above 3 meters divided by the total distance the ball travels should be your percentage, and that should give you 50%. So the ball is above 3 meters for half the flight time, basically. Okay, so getting all the way here is an excellence, okay? To solve the equation, you'll get a merit, okay? So basically, if you're getting x equals to 1 or 3, you'll get a merit grade. To get an achieved grade, you're going to make it equal to 3, okay? So you're going to say 3 is less than or equal to negative x squared plus 4x, okay? So basically, getting here will get you an achieved, okay? Yeah, sorry for making a lot of stupid mistakes in that question. So starting from the fact I didn't even see the negative 4x. I thought it was minus negative 4. Alright, next question. A rectangle has an area of x squared plus 4x minus 12. What are the lengths of the side in terms of x for all values of x? Okay. So basically, this is pretty much exactly the same as the very first question we did. So we're going to factorize. Okay, so we're going to say what x on one side, x on the other side. What multiplies to negative 12 and adds to positive 4, okay? So that's going to be positive 6 and negative 2. So x plus 6 and x minus 2, okay? So therefore, you can say that the sides are x plus 6 and x minus 2, okay? So that's pretty much your answer. That's going to get you an achieved grade, okay? It's pretty much the exact same as the first question, okay? If the area of the rectangle is 128 centimeters squared, what is the value of x? So, okay, so you have the area of the rectangle. We already factorized it. We found it. So that's x plus 6 and x minus 2. And this area is equal to 128, okay? So basically, we're gonna have to expand this again. So we're gonna expand it back to this. So we're gonna say x squared plus 4x minus 12 equals to 128. We're going to move the 128 to the other side. It will become minus 128. So it's going to become x squared plus 4x minus 140 equals to 0. Okay. So basically, so what multiplies to negative 140 and adds to positive 4? So that should be negative 4. That should be, what should that be? Sorry. That should be, that should be positive 14 and negative 10, I think. Yeah, that should be right. So, say, yeah, positive 14 or x minus 10 equals to 0. Okay, so x equals to negative 14 or x equals to 10. So you know that the side length can't be negative, okay? So you can't have like a negative amount of meters. So x equals to negative 14 isn't a possible answer. So you're only going to say that x equals to 10, okay? So this is your only answer here, okay? So basically you're going to say x equals to 10 centimeters. So it's centimeters squared, so centimeters. And that's going to get you an excellence grade. To get a merit grade, So getting a merit grade is that you give both of these answers. So you don't cross out the x equals to negative 14. You don't cross it out, you'll get a merit. But if you cross it out and recognize that it's not a real solution, you'll get an excellence, okay? So to get an achieved, you'll rearrange it to equal to 0. So you're going to say x squared plus 4x minus 140 equals to 0. That will get you an achieved grade, okay? Alright, moving on. Bloch notes that the time it takes for a pendulum to swing from one side to the other and back is given by the formula t equals to 2 pi multiplied by square root of L divided by 9.8, where L is the length of the string. Write a formula that you can use to find the length of the string in terms of the time t taken for one swing. Okay, so we're going to find what is L in terms of t, okay? So basically, we're going to move the 2 pi to the other side. We're going to say t divided by 2 pi equals to square root of L divided by 9.8. Okay, so basically, we're going to square both sides, okay? We're going to say that. So we're going to say this squared is equal to this squared, okay? So this squared is equal to this squared. So we're going to say t squared divided by 2 pi times 2 pi, that's 4 pi squared, okay? Pi times pi is pi squared, okay? And that's equal to square root, something square root squared, so that just becomes L divided by 9.8. So therefore, L equals to, we're gonna multiply by 9.8 on the other side. So if we multiply by 9.8, we get 9.8 t squared divided by 4 pi squared. Yeah, that should get you that should get you an excellence grade, okay? To rearrange the solution, okay? So to get a merit, you made one error, okay? Or yeah, so basically to get merit, you're just making one small error, and to get an achieved, it says on the mark schedule progress and rearrangement. So basically, just showing evidence that you understand some of the question will get you an achieved. Alright, so show that 2 divided by x is plus 3 plus x divided by 5 is the same as x squared plus 3x plus 10 divided by 5x, okay? So basically, we're going to make the denominator the same, okay? So we're going to say that 2 times 5 divided by 5 times x is plus 3x times x. No, sorry, 3 plus x is 3 plus x. 3 plus x times x divided by 5x, okay? So basically, we can say 10 divided by 5x plus 3x plus x squared divided by 5x. And therefore, this equals, so you can, because the denominators are the same, you can combine these two fractions now. So now I can say that 3x plus x squared plus 10 divided by 5x, and that's the same as this, and therefore this is the same as this, so that's the same as this. So therefore this is only going to get you an achieved grade. This is an achieved question. Alright, next question. Jason writes down 4 numbers, 1, 3, 5, and 7. He has the pairs of numbers to form a triangle as shown below. He stops when he gets to a single number at the bottom of the triangle. Investigate what happens if Jason changes the order in line 1. Does he get the same numbers in line 4? So basically, he won't get the same answers in line 4. So for example, we're just gonna do an example, okay? We're gonna say, if we say let's use 1, 5, 3. And 7, for example, okay? So that's going to give us 6 here, 8 here, 10 here. This will give us 14, 18, and 32. Oh, this gives us the same. Oh, right. We only changed. Okay, so you have to change the numbers on the end. Okay, so I'm going to say 1, 7, 5, 3 then. 8, 12. Sorry, 5. So 8, 12, 8, 20. 20 and 20, and that's going to give us 40. That's different. And if we try another combination, we'll say 1, 3, 7, not 1, 3, 7, 1, 1, 3, 7, 5, okay, 4, 10, 12, and then we're going to say 14, 22, and that gives us 36. That's also different, okay? So basically, you can conclude that you can say that no, what's her name? So we can say Jason. So no, Jason will not get the same numbers. Okay, and that's so at least two different triangles set up resulting in two different numbers. So if you set up two different triangles here, and that's going to get you a merit grade. Okay, and to get an achieved grade, you're only showing one arrangement. Okay, so for one arrangement you'll get an achieved, but you need two to get a merit. Okay, so next question. Find, using algebra, the relationship of the numbers in the first line to the numbers in the fourth line, which he changes to orders in line 1, okay? Okay, so basically, let's just name these numbers. Let's say the number on the left is A, number on the middle is B, number in this middle is C, and then D, okay? So A plus B, so we're going to say A plus B, here's P plus C, and C plus D here, okay? So A plus B plus B plus C, so 2B plus A plus C, okay? So you're going to say 2B plus A plus C. And then on this side you have 2C, so 2C plus B plus D. And therefore you have 2B plus B, that's 3B. The A is by itself, so plus A. The C and the 2C add together plus 3C. And the D is by itself, so plus D, okay? So therefore, you can see that the numbers on the end, so the A and the D, only get counted once, so there's only one A and one D at the bottom. But the two numbers in the middle, okay, they actually get counted 3 times, okay? They get it becomes 3B and 3C, okay? So basically it will only change if we change the numbers in the middle, okay? So we change out the C for the D, or we change, so basically if we change an outer number for a middle number, so we switch the middle number and the outer number, we'll get a different answer. For example, if we switch the B and the C around, we'll get the same answer, okay? So it's only if we switch the end number, an ending number with a middle number, we'll get a different result, okay? So basically we'll say we will get a different result if we swap A with B or C, or D with B or C. We will get the same result if we swap B and C, okay? So basically, that's going to get you an excellence grade. If you have both these explanations, you'll get an excellence. So if you get a merit, you have an incomplete explanation, so you're missing a few points. And to get an achieved, so just establishing a general triangle. So establishing this will get you an achieved just by itself. But you need to explain for an excellence, okay? Remember, when you explain, you have to link, okay? Okay, so basically, if Jason writes 4 consecutive numbers in order, what do you know about the numbers if the number of the bottom is divisible by 3, okay? So therefore, okay, we're going to say that the first number is x, okay? The second number will be x plus 1 because it's consecutive numbers. So for example, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11, 12, 13, 14. So numbers in a row, okay? So we're going to say the smallest number is x, and then it's going to be x plus 1, x plus 2, and then x plus 3, the biggest number on the side. So I'm going to say 2x plus 1 here, 2x plus 3, 2x plus 5. So therefore 4x plus 4, 4x plus 8, and therefore you can get 8x plus 12, okay? So what do we know about the numbers if the number at the bottom is divisible by 3, okay? So you see that 12 is a factor of 3, right? So for example, if you say 12 plus 3 will give us a factor of 3, so 15 is divisible by 3, that will give us 5. Or if we say 12 add 6, that will give us 18. 18 is divisible by 3, okay? So if we add a factor of 3 to a factor of 3, the result will be able to be divisible by 3, okay? But for example, if we say 12 plus 2, that's 2 cannot be divided by 3. So if we say 2 divided by 3, that's going to give us 0.666, okay? So that's not that won't give us an integer value, okay? So we say 12 plus 2, that's 14. 14 can't be evenly divided by 3, okay? So it has to be 12 plus another, so it has to be 12 plus another number that's divisible by 3, okay? And the only way to do that is if x is equal to 3, okay? So or not necessarily equal to 3, but x has to be a multiple of 3. So for example, x has to equal x equals to 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, etc., okay? Etc. So, etc. So if we say x equals to 3, right, so it'll be 24 plus 12 equals to 36. 36 can be divided by 3. If we say x equals to 6, okay, that would give us 48 plus 12 equals to 60. 60 can be divided by 3. Or if we say x equals to 9, for example, so it's 8 times 9 is 72 plus 12 equals to 84. That's divisible by 3, okay? So basically, x can be any multiple of 3, okay? So basically, you say x can be any can be any multiple of 3. Okay, so that's basically it, okay? So by saying x can be any multiple of 3 and showing you're working will get you an excellent. To get a merit, you're only having a partial explanation. So if you're like missing something or something isn't really in enough detail, you get a merit, okay? So to get achieved, so if you're saying in achieved, you're setting up this triangle here. That'll get you an achieved, okay? Alright. So thank you for watching the 2016 MCAT Level 1 Maths walkthrough, okay? They said that this paper was a bit challenging and that there were some complaints filed to NZCA for this paper. But hopefully after you see me walk through the paper, you can see that it wasn't really that hard. In my opinion, okay, just my opinion, I think people were just making a bit too much fuss about the paper. But that's just my opinion, okay? So hopefully you're able to understand everything in this test paper, okay? Okay, so see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.